The next leg from Itajai to Newport, Rhode Island, it's a nice leg.
It's almost the beginning of the home stretch now. We're in the final half of the race for the overall points.
Nice trade wind sailing leg as well, one of the warmer legs.
Can't get much better than this. Trade wind sailing at its best.
The first bit of the coast of Brazil can be quite tricky, and you're trying to leave the coast and find the sort of southeasterly trade wind.
You might be on the wind to start with, but then quickly into the trade winds and reaching up towards the doldrums. The doldrums are much narrower in the west, so you normally whistle through there pretty quickly.
You'd have to be unlucky to have a really slow doldrums crossing.
Breeze has just done a complete shutdown, so we literally have next to no breeze whatsoever, so it's just a drift off at the moment.
Won't get too frustrated.
It's another testing leg, but not testing in the physical sense.
Now 3 hours, we're going to make more miles than we've done in the last 2 days. It's ridiculous.
It's almost a turning of the tide as such in terms of the tactics involved in the race and the risks that the various teams are wanting to take.
It's going to be tight this particular week for a long way. Speed's the essence here and capitalising on this.
How's that for a strategy?
From leaving sort of the coast of South America and passing the Caribbean, you often sail a big lazy S just to stay in the best wind and stay in the trade winds.
It's relatively simple sailing until you get a little bit further north where you're at the mercy of the weather. You get more low pressures, you can get fronts, you get blocking highs.
Once you get to the Gulf Stream, you can see lots of storms, thunder, lightning all around you, and you've got to make sure you don't get caught out.
The last Volvo campaign I did with Camper, we had no hesitation going to Musto. It's guaranteed that the gear's going to be good and work well, and I've used it before and I had no hesitation in recommending going with Musto again.
As you leave the Gulf Stream, you go into much colder water, which plays havoc with the wind when you go from warm water to cold water. So there's a little test just at the end there.
In the space of hours, you can go from sailing in shorts and t-shirt to being all your Southern Ocean gear, because the cold water in that last little bit up to Newport can be quite unpleasant.
It's going to be the end of the leg. The crews are going to be tired, pushing hard.
We make our way into Newport, a home of sailing in the States.
They can be assured of a great welcome in Newport, Rhode Island. That they're known to get.